Hey, good morning, intermediate algebra students. Your next con is called Properties of Exponents Challenge. So it's really taking everything you've learned so far and just making sure you know how to manipulate all the different exponents with their different ways. So let's get started here. We start with this problem right here. And the first thing I like to do whenever I get this is I like to simplify that as far as I can. So I'm going to multiply those all together, not getting so I have how many fives, and I would say that I have in this one. I should have my little answer up here somewhere. There it is. All right. I've got 1 to the fourth, which, by the way, 1 times itself doesn't matter how many times. 1 times itself is always going to equal 1. Excuse me. And then I've got 5 to the fourth power because I've got 5 times itself 4 times. Another way of writing this, if I want to move this from the bottom to the top so it's not in fraction form, I would say that it is the same as 5 to the negative fourth. So either one of these is correct. So we're looking for the answers here that truly come out to be 5 to the negative fourth. Well, letter A. Remember, when I have a power to a power, I multiply the powers. So what is negative 2 times positive 2? It is negative 4. So this would be 5 to the negative 4, which is what we're looking for. So I should probably have a little dot ready to go. Let's get one ready. I wonder if that's my, nope, that's not a dot. Let's get a dot ready to go here. Oh, we'll go with red today. I'm in a red mood. So there's our red dot for this one. But we got to choose 2 answers, so there's more. What is negative 4 times 0? You might say, well, that's 0. That's right, so that doesn't equal. If I move this negative 4 to the top, I would have, or this 4 to the top would become negative 4. Negative 4 and 1 would be negative 3, so this one does not equal. And here I have to add these two. 2 plus negative 6 is negative 4, so that one works as well. So there's our second answer. So we're just finding which ones of these are equivalent to this one up here. All right, let's try another one here. So here is this expression. We've got 4 to the negative second and 7 to the negative second. Remember, if I move these to the bottom level, they become positive. So it's just something to think about. So is this the same as 4 times negative 7 to the fourth power? Well, no, because these are both to the second power. So it could be the same as 4 times 7 to the negative second, but that's not up there. And by the way, looks like we can eliminate this one right there as well, because that's not to the negative second. So this one here and this one here both get eliminated right away, which means obviously our 2 answers are going to be these 2. I think this one makes good sense. You have 7 in the negative second on the top, which comes from right there, and then 4 to the positive second on the bottom, because when we move this one from the top to the bottom, the power becomes the opposite. So the opposite of negative 2 would be positive 2. So we will give a nice little dot to that one. So the question becomes, why is this one correct? We know it is, but why? Well, here's why. Because these both have the exact same power, and this only works if they have the exact same power, I can actually change this to 4 times 7 to the negative second. It's almost like having a common denominator again. So it's 4 times 7 to the negative second power. Well, 4 times 7 is 28, so it's like 28 to the negative second power. But this one's 28 to the positive second, but that's because we move this from being on the top level to the bottom level, and that changes it from a negative second power to a positive second power. Obviously, I'm there to help you whenever you need it. Let's do 1/3 one here. So this one here, you're probably going to recognize is going to be, we can combine the 5, so it's going to be 5 to the 20th power. So looking for anything that would be 5 to the 20th power. Okay, so I'm going to copy this twice. I need to choose 2 answers. So let's find out which are 2. Is this 5 to the 20th power? No. You cannot multiply those 2 5s together to get there, so that's a no, which, by the way, then also makes this one a no, doesn't it? Because that would also be 25 to the 20th power. This one here would be 5 to the third times 5 to the second, which would be 5 to the 5th power. And then 5 to the 5th power to the 4th power would be 5 to the 20th, so that would be correct. And here, it's almost like we've taken these two and gotten this answer right there. And 5 to the 5th times 4 is 5 to the 20th power. So again, I'm there in Google Hangouts to help you whenever you need it. Otherwise, that's how you do it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.